Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of My Experience. In today's episode, we're not going to be talking about a game, but this time an anime called Steins. My friends Jaden2602 and Keenan Mace got me into the series, and I can't thank them enough for that. Their channels will be in the description below if you want to check them out. I won't be explaining the story in detail, I'm just going to say things that appeal to me the most. Alright, now my anime watch list isn't big nor small compared to others, but I still don't think I'll catch up anytime soon. Now I've watched some anime like Sonic X, Pokemon, and Dragon Ball Z and the like when I was younger, but I never really thought of watching a whole bunch of anime. I didn't really get into anime until I watched Sword Art Online back in February of last year. And before you say SEO sucks or something like that, I want to say that I truly enjoyed the SEO series. I'm not going to be talking about SEO's anime adaptation and why people don't like it, but I will say that the anime of SEO doesn't explain the full story, and that's probably my guess as to why people don't really like it. The light novels and games of SEO have way better storytelling, and I'll leave it at that for now. Steins is about a self-proclaimed mad scientist that goes by the name of Rinchiro Okabe, where he and his friends make a machine capable of sending messages back to the past, while also changing the present and future. I was thinking to myself, okay, this is a time travel anime. You don't see too much of those since time travel for a plot can go very wrong very fast. Time travel is almost never a good thing for a plot device in any story, but Steins did a wonderful job in doing so. The concept of world lines is genius, and changing even the slightest thing in the past can have a big consequence in the future. Almost to the point where reality that you know it is probably gone forever. To me, that sounds like Back to the Future. Hell, in one of the episodes, they actually referenced the movies, which I thought it was pretty awesome. And making what happened in one world line could be a dream in another world line is actually really believable. Because let's be honest, we all had dreams that felt so real to us, but they were only dreams. So the fact that Steins takes advantage of this idea is actually really smart. And just like that, I was interested. I wanted to see how well this would play out. Now I'm not gonna lie, I thought the first half of the show was somewhat boring. But you know what, looking back at it now, the first half of the show was not only the characters building the time machine and knowing how it works, it makes sense for not only them, but to us the viewer. It's like we're right there with them, going on this journey of building a time machine. However, this way of method of storytelling can either make viewers like you or me leave mid-season. I mean, don't get me wrong, seeing one of the characters dead 1 minute in the first episode, and at the end of said episode they're alive, is what got me going at least. But soon after that, the story for the next few episodes was just testing out how the time machine worked. And you know what, despite all that, this was the perfect excuse to learn these characters. Okabe acting like the organization is out to get him. Oh, the irony on that shit. Daru being the pervert that he is and making all these jokes, which is really funny. Also, this actually reminds me of one of my real life friends, and you know who you are if you're watching this, but shout out to you, man. This is probably exactly like you. Ruka being a trap, but not a trap in a different world line. Mayuri having this weird obsession about chicken tenders, and so on. And by the end of the day, it's like you know these characters so well, it feels like you've known them for years. And to me, that is amazing. It's already hard to pull off a great story, but more so that these characters feel so alive. Steins kept wanting me more and more, and the ending left me so satisfied. Okay, episode 12 is when things really got crazy, so for those who don't want to get spoiled, go to the time code you see on screen. I was in tears for what happened at the end of episode 12. And just thinking about it, I feel like crying. I mean, I know it was Mooka being the bad guy because 1, they didn't show too much of her, so that was a red flag. And 2, the IBM 5100 being gone after she sent her D-mail was also another red flag. And truth be told, I didn't think Mooka would actually shoot Mayuri. And Mayuri with the train hit me so hard. No pun intended. Oh, and Susa being John Teeter, did not see that one coming. I'm being honest, I don't recall any hints that she gave that she was actually from the future. I mean, then again, why would she? Maybe her leaving by not finding her dad was the hint? Who knows, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. And for the second half of the season, it's just really Okabe trying to get things back to the way they were. Okabe seeing Mayuri dying over and over again, it was really hard to watch. And by the time we get to this point, I was already invested in these characters and wanted the best for them. But man, this story kept hitting me in the goddamn feels. And Kurutu trying to say how she feels before Okabe is time leaping again? Just Jesus Christ. Oh, and I totally forgot that Suzuha was trying to stop World War III from happening. I mean, I was just too focused on Okabe trying to save Mayuri. Steins Gate keeps making me cry before I realize I'm crying in the first place. Steins Gate is truly a beautiful series with characters that you care about. And can I just say that these backgrounds in the anime are really well done, in fact beautiful? White Fox did an amazing job when they animated Steins Gate. And a couple of my favorite moments of Steins Gate are probably the chicken tender song that Mayuri did, or the scene Daru pulled out this so-called dating manual when Okabe had to go on a date and the dating manual was a hentai game strategy guide. I thought that was awesome. I was laughing so hard at that scene. I think Daru is probably my favorite character in the show because the jokes that he tells are just funny. Not all of Steins Gate needs to be serious, and that's a good thing if you ask me. In fact, that goes for any series. If you haven't watched Steins Gate yet, please give it a chance. I know I said the first half is somewhat boring, but it is necessary to get the full experience. Overall, Steins Gate, in my opinion, is actually in my top 5, hell even my top 3. The plot twists are really shocking, and the damn feels is what makes Steins Gate so good. Great storytelling for explaining how the time travel works in the world of Steins Gate, and giving characters enough screen time to shine. This is an anime that you won't regret watching. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.